My friends, listen closely. If you've been struggling with thinning hair, dull hair, or more strands showing up on your pillow each morning, you are not alone. One of the most common concerns men bring up, especially after the age of 50, is hair health. And today I want to talk to you about something simple, natural, and surprisingly powerful fenugreek seeds. Yes, those tiny golden seeds sitting in your kitchen can help support thicker, shinier, healthier hair when used the right way. But before we dive into that, let's talk honestly about what happens to men as we get older. After 50, the body goes through a quiet shift. Our metabolism slows down, our skin changes, our joints become stiffer, and yes, our hair often becomes weaker. You may notice it doesn't grow as fast as it used to. Your scalp may feel drier. The texture of your hair can become rough, brittle, or more prone to breakage. And for many men, the hairline starts creeping back little by little. Now, here's the important part. A lot of this isn't your fault. These changes happen because your body is reacting to years of stress, poor sleep, nutritional gaps, reduced circulation, and overall lifestyle patterns that built up over time. And when you cross 50, the accumulation finally starts showing on the outside, especially in your hair. But the good news is nature always gives us a way back. And fenugreek, known as methy in many households, is one of those natural tools that can help nourish your hair from the roots up. Before I explain how fenugreek works, I want you to imagine something with me. Think of your hair like a plant. If the soil is dry, if the roots are weak, or if the plant isn't getting the nutrients it needs, it doesn't matter how often you water the leaves. The real change has to happen at the root. Your scalp is the soil, your hair follicles are the roots. When those roots get the right nutrients, circulation, and moisture, your hair starts to come back to life. Fenugreek seeds are rich in natural compounds that help support this process. They contain proteins that help strengthen the hair shaft, natural compounds that reduce dryness, and nutrients that support better circulation to your scalp. And when used consistently, many people notice their hair becoming thicker, fuller, and more resilient. But here's something equally important. Hair care isn't just about what you put on your head. It's also about understanding how your body is functioning on the inside. Because after 50, many men experience slower digestion, reduced nutrient absorption, and higher levels of internal stress. All of this affects your scalp and hair. That's why timing matters. Lifestyle matters, and the way you use natural remedies matters even more. So before we move toward the practical steps, I want to set the foundation for you, because if you understand your body, you'll understand exactly why fenugreek becomes such a powerful ally for hair health. Men over 50 often experience reduced blood flow to the scalp. When circulation slows down, your hair follicles don't get enough oxygen or nutrients. And when follicles become weak, hair becomes thin, dull, and eventually begins to fall out more easily. Think of it like a garden that isn't getting enough water. The plants can't thrive. Now let me reassure you of something. Your hair is not finished. Your hairline is not done. Your hair growth potential is not over. The body has an amazing ability to recover when you consistently give it what it needs. And many men are surprised when they realize that thick, shiny, stronger hair is still possible no matter their age if they take small steps in the right direction. In the next part, we will talk about how fenugreek works inside the hair follicle, how to prepare it for maximum benefit, and how timing can make a big difference in results. Now that we've set the foundation, let's go deeper into why fenugreek is so effective for men dealing with thinning, weak, or lifeless hair, especially after the age of 50. Because when you understand how something works inside your body, you begin to use it with more intention, and the results tend to be much better. Fenugreek seeds contain natural proteins, vitamins, minerals, and special compounds that nourish your scalp at a deeper level. One of the most important components is something called mucilage. This is a natural, thick, gel-like substance inside the seed that becomes activated when soaked. And this gel is incredibly soothing and hydrating for the scalp. If your scalp feels dry, tight, itchy, or irritated, this natural moisture helps calm it down and promote a healthier environment for hair growth. But it doesn't stop there. Fenugreek is rich in nicotinic acid, which helps support circulation. Remember what we talked about earlier? Men over 50 often have reduced blood flow to the scalp. When circulation slows down, your follicles struggle to stay strong. Nicotinic acid helps improve that blood flow, bringing more oxygen and nutrients to the hair roots. That's one of the reasons many people feel a warming sensation on the scalp after using fenugreek. It's your body waking those follicles up. Fenugreek also contains lecithin, which acts like a natural conditioner. It helps soften rough, brittle hair strands. Many men notice after just a few uses that their hair feels smoother, shinier, and easier to manage. That's because the lecithin fills in weak spots along the hair shaft, creating a more solid structure. When hair is stronger, it breaks less. And when it breaks less, it looks thicker. Now let's talk about something extremely important. Your follicles need fuel. Your scalp needs nourishment. And after 50, your body doesn't absorb nutrients the way it used to. This is why natural remedies like fenugreek work so well. They deliver nutrients directly to the scalp, bypassing digestive issues and absorption problems. But timing matters. The most effective time to apply fenugreek is when your scalp is relaxed and your pores are slightly open. This could be after a warm shower, after gently massaging your scalp, before bedtime when your body is in repair mode, when the scalp is warm and relaxed, the pores open just enough to allow better absorption. And when your body is preparing for rest, circulation naturally shifts inward. This creates a window where the nutrients from fenugreek can reach deeper into the follicles. Let me explain why this matters for men over 50. As we age, our nighttime repair cycle becomes weaker. The body becomes slower at restoring tissues, including the scalp. But when you apply natural nutrients like fenugreek during the hours when your body is naturally trying to heal, it amplifies the benefits. It's like giving your body a gentle push in the right direction. You also need to understand that hair growth is not just a scalp problem, it's a lifestyle signal. Your hair reflects your habits. Stress levels, hydration, nutrition, sleep, movement. Every one of these influences how your follicles behave. Here's a simple example. If you don't sleep well, your body produces more stress hormones. Those hormones tighten the scalp and restrict circulation. When circulation is restricted, your follicles struggle. And when follicles struggle, your hair thins. This is why I say natural remedies work best when your lifestyle supports them. Fenugreek can help strengthen the hair. It can help nourish the roots. It can help make your hair shinier and more resilient. But when you pair it with healthier habits, hydrating more, sleeping better, managing stress, improving circulation, you create the perfect environment for your hair to thrive. In the next part, we'll talk about the step-by-step method to use fenugreek, the best timing, and the simple lifestyle adjustments that make your hair look fuller, stronger, and healthier. Now let's move into the practical part, how to actually use fenugreek in a way that supports thicker, shinier, healthier hair. Because the method matters just as much as the ingredient. When used the right way, fenugreek becomes a powerful natural support for your scalp and hair roots. The first step is preparation. Fenugreek seeds need to be soaked to release their active compounds. When they absorb water, they swell and form that gel-like texture we talked about earlier. That gel is what carries the moisture and nutrients directly to your scalp. Here's the simplest and most effective way to prepare. Take a small handful of fenugreek seeds and soak them overnight in a cup of water. By morning, the seeds will be soft, swollen, and covered in a slippery layer. At this stage, you can either grind them into a smooth paste or simply use the water itself as a natural scalp tonic. The soaked seeds contain the richness, while the water carries the nutrients in a lighter form. Both methods are excellent, and you can choose depending on what feels easier for you. If you're dealing with dryness, itching, or rough hair texture, the paste works wonderfully because it clings to your scalp and holds the nutrients in place for a longer time. If your scalp tends to get oily or you prefer something lighter, the fenugreek water is a great option because it absorbs quickly without leaving residue. But before applying anything, take one small step that makes a huge difference: warm the scalp. This is the part so many people skip, and it's why they don't see results. A warm scalp absorbs nutrients better. You can warm it by taking a warm shower, gently massaging your scalp for a few minutes, or simply using a warm towel. This opens the pores just enough to allow the fenugreek nutrients to reach deeper into the follicles. Once the scalp feels warm and relaxed, apply the paste or water evenly. Focus on the areas where you notice the most thinning, the crown, the sides, or the hairline. But don't ignore the rest of the scalp. Every part contributes to overall hair strength. Let it sit for about 20-30 minutes. During this time, avoid touching your hair or rubbing your scalp. Just allow the nutrients to do their work. When you rinse it off, use lukewarm water rather than hot water. Hot water can dry out the scalp and weaken the strands, especially for men who already have thinning hair. Now let's talk about timing again, because men over 50 often need a more strategic approach. The best times to use fenugreek are in the evening before winding down after a warm shower. We're on weekends when you are relaxed, to right before bed. If your scalp tends to feel tight or stressed, evenings work well because your body naturally shifts into repair mode. Your circulation often improves when you're relaxed and the scalp becomes more receptive. But here's something many men don't realize: your lifestyle choices surrounding the application matter far more than you think. For example, if your body is dehydrated, your scalp is dehydrated, that means the fenugreek gel won't work as effectively. Drinking enough water throughout the day helps keep your scalp softer and more responsive. Similarly, eating nutrient-dense foods like fruits, leafy greens, nuts, and seeds provides your body with the minerals it needs to support stronger hair. Light movement also makes a big difference. Men who sit for long hours often have reduced circulation to the scalp. A simple daily walk helps improve blood flow throughout the body, including the head, and this alone can support better hair health. And remember this: consistency is everything. Fenugreek is not a one-time miracle. It's a natural support tool that works gradually. When used regularly, 2 to 3 times a week, you create a steady environment where your follicles receive nourishment again and again. Your hair didn't weaken in a single day, and it won't transform in a single day. But with steady care, you give your body the chance to rebuild, strengthen, and restore. Now that you understand how to use fenugreek and why it works so well, let's talk about the part that truly shapes long-term hair health: your lifestyle, because no natural remedy can work at its fullest potential if the environment inside your body is working against it. And for men over 50, this part becomes even more important. As you age, your body focuses more on maintaining essential organs and less on things like hair, skin, and nails. So your hair becomes a reflection of your overall well-being. The stronger your internal health, the stronger your hair becomes. Let's start with something incredibly simple but often ignore: hydration. Your scalp acts like living skin. When it's dehydrated, it becomes tight, dry, and flaky. And when the scalp tightens, circulation decreases. Reduced circulation means your hair follicles struggle to function. This is one of the biggest hidden reasons older men experience rapid thinning. Drinking enough water each day keeps the scalp soft, improves nutrient delivery, and helps fenugreek extract work more effectively. Even adding an extra 2 glasses of water a day can make a noticeable difference over time. Another major factor is sleep quality. After 50, the body's repair cycle slows down. Deep sleep becomes more essential because that's when your body rebuilds tissues, restores cells, and supports circulation. Poor sleep weakens the scalp environment, and you may notice more hair fall during stressful or sleepless weeks. Creating a calming routine before bed, dimming lights, or reducing late night eating helps your body shift into repair mode more efficiently. Next is stress, and this one affects hair more than most men realize. When your body is under stress, mental or physical, it produces hormones that tighten the muscles around the scalp. This tension restricts blood flow, starving the follicles of nutrients. That's why stressful periods often lead to sudden thinning or excessive shedding. You don't need complicated stress relief routines. Simple habits like gentle stretching, deep breathing, walking, or spending a few quiet minutes without screens can ease pressure on the scalp and support healthier circulation. Now, let's talk about nutrition, because hair is made of protein and supported by minerals. If your diet lacks nutrients, your hair will show it. Men over 50 often eat less than their bodies need, or they eat foods with low nutritional value. Adding nutrient-rich choices like leafy greens, nuts, seeds, fruits, lentils, and whole grains provides the minerals your follicles crave. Even one nutrient-dense meal a day can improve scalp health. Another powerful habit is movement. You don't need intense workouts. Even moderate walking improves blood flow to the head. Improved circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reaching your follicles. If you've ever noticed that your hair feels livelier or your scalp feels warmer after a walk, that's the increase in circulation helping your follicles. And here's something most men don't think about: scalp mobility. Over the years, the scalp can become tighter and less flexible. When the scalp is stiff, blood flow decreases and follicles become weaker. Gently massaging your scalp for just a few minutes a day keeps it soft, flexible, and nourished. It's one of the simplest ways to support hair strength. All these lifestyle shifts work hand in hand with fenugreek. They prepare your scalp, they support your follicles, they allow the nutrients from the fenugreek to sink deeper, stay longer, and work more effectively. Think of your hair as a project. Fenugreek is the tool, your lifestyle is the foundation. When you combine both, you create results that last. And remember, this healthy hair growth after 50 is not about fighting age. It's about working with your body, supporting it, and giving it the care it's been asking for. In the final part, we will bring everything together: how to build a simple weekly routine using fenugreek, how to track your progress, and how to maintain the results for years to come. Now that we've covered the science, the method, and the lifestyle habits that support healthier hair, let's bring everything together into a simple, practical weekly routine, a routine you can actually follow without stress, without confusion, and without spending a lot of time or money. This final part is about helping you make these habits part of your life in a way that feels natural and sustainable. Let's start with the weekly cycle. Think of your hair like a long-term investment. You don't need complicated products or expensive treatments. You just need consistency, patience, and a routine that supports your scalp day after day. Here is a simple schedule you can follow 2 to 3 times a week. Prepare your fenugreek mixture the night before. Soak a small handful of seeds in water and let them sit overnight. By morning, they'll be swollen and ready. On the days you choose, warm your scalp first, either with a shower or a gentle massage, and then apply the fenugreek paste or water. Let it rest for 20-30 minutes, then rinse with lukewarm water. This routine nourishes your roots, strengthens your strands, and restores softness and shine over time. On the days you're not using fenugreek, focus on simple scalp care. Keep your scalp clean, but avoid over-washing. Too much shampoo can strip natural oils and make your hair weaker. Aim for balance, enough to keep the scalp fresh, but not so much that it becomes dry or irritated. Each evening, gently massage your scalp for a couple of minutes with your fingertips. This encourages blood flow and keeps the scalp flexible. Every day, stay mindful of hydration, stress levels, and movement. These small habits are powerful. Each glass of water supports the moisture balance in your scalp. Each short walk increases circulation. Each moment of calm helps your body relax and repair. These are not big steps, but together, they create a healthy environment where your hair can grow stronger. Now, let's talk about progress, because you need to know what to expect. Natural remedies work gradually. You won't wake up the next morning with a full head of hair. But what you will notice slowly and steadily is change. Maybe your hair feels softer. Maybe the shedding becomes less. Maybe your scalp feels calmer. Over weeks, your roots begin to strengthen. Over months, your hair becomes fuller and shinier. Pay attention to these small signs. They tell you that your routine is working. And the more consistent you are, the stronger the results become. Your routine doesn't have to be perfect. You don't need to follow every step flawlessly. What matters is that you show up for your hair a little bit each day. Your body responds to steady care, not sudden bursts of effort. Even if you miss a day or two, just return to the routine. Your hair will keep improving as long as you remain consistent. And most importantly, be patient with yourself. Your hair reflects years of habits, stress, and lifestyle changes. It takes time to shift that back in the right direction. But every step you take, every massage, every application, every glass of water, every night of better sleep moves you closer to healthier, thicker, shinier hair. Think of this journey as a partnership between you and your body. You're giving it what it needs. You're supporting it with natural tools like Fenugreek. You're improving circulation, nourishing your follicles, and creating an environment where hair can grow. And every day you follow this routine, your body responds, your scalp becomes healthier. Your follicles grow stronger, and your hair begins to reflect the deeper changes. Stay dedicated, stay patient, and trust your body's ability to rebuild. Thicker, healthier, more vibrant hair is absolutely possible, no matter your age, as long as you support it with steady care, natural nourishment, and a healthier lifestyle.